Next, we will be dyeing the paper that's in your box. We have coffee filters and plain tissue paper. Everything that you dye, we want to save for next week. Our project will need it to cover and collage with. So it might not turn out to be a masterpiece, but any colors and interesting things that you make are worth saving.
Use your markers to draw lines and patterns on your coffee filters. Use the eyedropper to drop on water. This is an easy and fun way to experiment with dyeing paper. Experiment with different design and colors, but ultimately the water and the pigment of the color is in control. You don't know what will happen. You can also use your paintbrush to apply the water. Let your filters become semi-dry sitting on the grass. Transfer them later to your clothesline and hang with your clothespins. Experiment with different amounts of water. Experiment with different ways of how to apply the water. You may not think these are super exciting right now, but we are going to save them all and use them in our project next week. If they're not blowing away in the wind, you can leave them to dry in the grass and sun, or hang them to dry in your clothesline. Save these for next week. You were also given large sheets of tissue paper. I'm writing a story on mine. Because I don't know if the words will fade away with the water, it might just end up being a secret to myself. But I'm just experimenting. Next week, when we make wearable art, we're going to be thinking about how we feel on the inside and how to express that outside on our bodies with what we're wearing. So while you're making your paper, think about how you feel inside. It can be what's on your mind, what's in your heart, or in your dreams. Use colors and words to express that. Most importantly, enjoy yourself and the process. I'm using markers and extra dye right now, but you could also use watercolor paint or acrylic paint if you have it at home. Try not to use too much water. The tissue paper is weaker and can tear more easily than the coffee filters. Don't worry if it doesn't look like a masterpiece. We're focusing on color and texture because we're going to use this paper to make layers. Even if it dries weird and is crinkly and crumbly, that's totally fine. We're still going to use it, and it did something interesting. When they're completely dry, take them inside and store safe for your next project.